We met in the indoor facility, so everything was really spread out, and that's where some of the meetings are going to have to be. We were told that we can't do individual meetings in person, so those will be virtual. So there'll be some virtual stuff this week. In terms of practice, I know today's going to be a little different just to get guys' bodies back. But it's going to be one of those weeks, like I said, that mentally we need to be sharp so that Sunday we can be physically ready.
Hi, everybody. Happy Ben's Day. Welcome to Steelers Live. I'm Missi Matthews. You heard from quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. Due to the Ravens, Marlon Humphrey testing positive for COVID-19 after the Steelers played the Ravens in Baltimore on Sunday. The Steelers are taking some extra precautions this week, so let's get right to the practice video. Returning to the practice fields of the UPMC Rooney Sports Complex. As Ben said, a little different to get some bodies back. Chase Claypool and Juju Smith-Schuster spoke after practice. Said no helmets, no pads. Coach Tomlin said we do not have a bye week in sight at any point, so let's get ready for the Dallas Cowboys, fix some of those bumps and bruises, but definitely a good sign to see Mike Hilton there, number 28, back out at practice. So let's take a look at the official practice report for Wednesday for the Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, Marquise Pouncey, not injury-related, their normal Wednesday coaches' days off. Mike Hilton, who I mentioned, was limited today, dealing with that shoulder injury that kept him out of the Ravens game. Good news in terms of Jordan Dangerfield. He was a full participant, but Stephon Tuitt, who was actually just activated from IR to the Steelers' 53-man roster, he did not practice today with a pec injury, and then 2 D-line injuries to keep an eye at. Tyson Alualu, the knee injury that he missed most of the game in Baltimore, he did not practice, along with Isaiah Buggs, who filled in with him. The good news, though, Cam Heyward not on that list at all. He was dealing with a quad injury. So sticking to the D-line, congratulations are in order for defensive lineman Stephon Tuitt, who was named the Week 8 AFC Defensive Player of the Week this morning. Against the Ravens, he had 2 sacks, 9 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, and 3 quarterback hurries. Here's Cam Heyward on Tuitt's performance through the first half of the season.
We're running out of bodies right now on the defensive line as it is, but, Stephon's having a great year. He came in with the right mindset, not only in good physical condition, but, his mental aspect. I thought he grew a lot. Understand that, that the plays were going to come to him. He was always around the quarterback and always about to make the plays, but now he's seeing him finish plays, and I'm happy for him. But he's got to continue to do it. We understand he's a great talent for our defense, and I think TJ, myself, Bud all benefit from him being out there, and it's only going to make our team better.
All right, on the flip side for the Steelers offense, a tale of 2 halves in Baltimore. They went a lot of no huddle in the second half and backyard football, as Ben Roethlisberger put it. He was 17 of 22 for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns to close out the game and get the win in Baltimore. Here's more from number 7 on the group effort to act on the fly.
The second half probably, 90% was making it up as we went. Truthfully, it was okay. Line here. I know I kind of talked about it after the game, but line here's the protection. Receiver, you go over here this time. You go over here. Just telling guys, literally looking back at the film, you can't even call the formations because we were moving guys in different spots, stacking guys up, bunching things. And to me, I think it really comes back to those guys making plays, not physically but mentally. To line guys up and not really have many questions. It goes back to the offseason work we did at Robert Morris, the offseason work when we got together and have done this stuff and drilled this stuff. And I send the guys pictures at nights on the iPad. It just shows that it's sinking in and they get it because I can tell them to do something. I'm basically just trying to direct guys, right? They're doing the play, they're doing the movie, and I'm just telling them what to do, and they do it to perfection. And so it's not about me and what I just have to tell them what to do. They have to physically do it.
To remind anybody on the Pittsburgh Steelers about 2019, they know what the Cowboys are currently going through in terms of losing your franchise quarterback. Coach Tomlin said on Tuesday during his press conference, there is an initial phase of shock, and then you challenge your defense to help you out. Roethlisberger said he noticed the Dallas defense ball hawking in their Sunday night game against the Eagles.
Obviously, they're not like last week where Baltimore shows all kinds of different blitzes and looks and things like that. They have 4 guys with their hand in the dirt that are getting after the quarterback, after the ball, wherever it is. They might add a linebacker here and there, but really they count their front four to get after the quarterback, especially in the pass game. And it's not just getting a sack. I think that's good for them, but they're going for the ball. They're going for a strip sack. And so just trying to be aware of that, and me trying to keep two hands on the ball, not giving it away will be important. And then the secondary. I mean, you watch, Diggs get his first 2 interceptions last week. I mean, looking like a wide receiver making those plays. So they're a team that definitely is aware of the ball and try to make that play, the good play, even better by turning it over.
Cam Heyward also saying this morning when he met with the media, the Steelers defense has a lot to clean up before trying to stop Dallas running back Ezekiel Elliott on Sunday. The Steelers gave up 265 rushing yards in Baltimore against the Ravens, yet still won the game thanks to the turnover ratio. Here's more from Cam.
The rushing yards were definitely a concern. After looking at the tape, we didn't stay sound. We didn't stay gapped in our gap integrity. We got to continue to improve on that. We're dealing with a heck of a back this week. Zeke is, that guy. He is the premier running back in our league. So we got to make sure guys tackle well. We're in our gaps. And then when one guy misses, we have another 3 guys ready to attack.
And tomorrow, make sure you join us at 4 p.m. for the matchup show to break down everything Steelers at Cowboys. That's going to do it for this edition of Steelers Live. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow.
What's up, Steeler Nation? It's Stephon Tuitt. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers official YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on everything going on in the Steel City. Thanks for being the best fans of football. Here we go.